Hello, hello, hello. It is early and I'm going live on Facebook in a vendor event. So I wanted to include you here on the on on YouTube. So I am Dory with Prairie Scraps, and I'm just getting up here really quickly to go live in a harvest event. So stay tuned. Here we are. Hello, hello. Welcome to the harvest event, our annual harvest event. And I am Dory Joe Stowell. My friends call me Dory. I am with Prairie Scraps. And if you're watching this first part, you're probably watching on the replay. So hopefully somebody will get in here soon and tell me I'm in the right place. So hello, Jessica. You found me. I'm so glad. Thank you for joining in. Am I in the harvest party? Can you see? I'm just trying to make sure I'm in the right place. Oh, and I can see I didn't turn things around. I will do that just a minute here. Hello, hello. Hello. Well, hello, Sarah and Brenda. Thank you so much for joining. I am good. I always have this. I had one time where I actually went into a different group and did a live for 45 minutes, and I didn't intend to be there. So I'm always have this little fear that I'm in the wrong place. I am Dory. My friends call me Dory with Prairie Scraps. Chalkin is my VIP group, and Prairie Scraps is my business page. I am with Chalk Couture. I'm your designer this week for this harvest event, and I'm so excited to be here. I'm going to try to do all the things in a very short video, but I don't make all promises. I'm a visual person, so I want to see how things work. And since we are a DIY and more decor and more company, I want to be able to show you exactly how it works. I know, right? It was highly embarrassing, but I actually, out of doing it, I recruited someone to be a designer under me because I was such a mess. Anyway, hi Amy, good to see you this morning. I am Dory. I am in beautiful Idaho. It's actually a little overcast today, and I'm kind of like in at the base of the finger, right in the middle of the state. I'm not down south where it's desert, and I'm not up north where it's cold, cold. I mean, we have some cold moments, but it's not as bad as up by Canada. So, anyway, I love being here. I have 5 children, and I have 3 of them have left the roost, sort of. The middle one's kind of, college age. So he comes back, raids the fridge, and goes back to college and works very hard for it. So, that's a little bit. I still have a 13-year-old and a 17-year-old. I keep calling her 16. 2 weeks ago, she had her birthday. I have a 17-year-old daughters that live at home, and they both craft with me. All of my kids pretty much have craft with me at some point in their lives. And surprisingly enough, most of them are pretty crafty still to this day. So we have had Christmases where we make each other gifts, and that's our exchange, homemade gifts. But we stopped that because it was a lot of work for me, because kids would have one. The last year we did it, my son was about 12, I think, my middle son, and he made his sister a chest, one of those keepsake chests, a great big one. It was like room size. It still is. She loves it, but it's huge, and it was way too much. Anyway, so that was actually my husband. Yes, lots of fun. So I have lots of information for you, but Chalk Couture is a DIY decor and more company. We have craft supplies. We have all the things you need to make your home look very beautiful. So that's what it is. We have 3 different mediums that we use with our transfers. These are what our transfers look like. They're kind of a teal looking transfer. It is copyrighted, that teal color. So if you buy one on some other source, I won't mention names, but you can know that they are probably being sued by the company. So because they cannot only be so close to the color without going over. But anyway, I don't even know how I got off on that, but this is what our transfers look like. They are reusable. They're a silk transfer. This white part is actually got fabric in it. So I'll hold that up really nice and close so you can take a look at that. And you really can't see it until we start getting it apart. You can see it's got like lines on it. That is going to help you get it cut apart. And I kind of know what I'm going to do today. I'm thinking in my head ahead of time. We are actually going to use this little, this is out of a DIY kit that's currently just came out actually. It is, I think it's called Better Not Pout. So if you are interested in the materials for this particular craft kit, then just put pout down below and I will get with you on that. Or if you would just like me to help you find a DIY kit that will help, that will fit your needs and wants, that's fine. We have DIY kits from beginners all the way to advanced people. I tell you what, I can do the beginner ones and have so much fun. My kids can do them, have so much fun. Or I could do the advanced one, same thing. So don't feel intimidated about this. This is the little stand that comes in the kit. It has a double-sided, as you can see, I've done two different things. I have an autumn one on one side. This does not come with the transfer. And then I have a coffee. You know, maybe you can appreciate this. It's 8 a.m. in Idaho, which is pretty early for me to be up and talking. May your coffee kick in before your reality, or before reality does. I think that's perfect, right? Perfect for early mornings. It actually comes with two of those panels in there with the holes in them. I have a panel the same size. The other one is white. So there's one that's wood, one that's white. You get that into the kit. I've already previously used this and painted that to look wood. Isn't that funny? And I'm going to poke some holes in it. They are the same exact size. We could actually buy extras with the holes in it or without the holes. And I've lost my white one. I don't know where it went. It's probably, I'm in my little Airstream camper. It's probably fallen right behind there. Things go way down into a crack. I had to have my husband get it out. So along with this transfer in this kit for the Better Not Pout, isn't this the cutest? It says, the elf made me do it. Better not pout. And Dear Santa. Isn't that cute? And then, oh, I can explain. And then it's got this little vintage Christmas tree, and it's got a bell on there as well as a star with polka dots. So the other thing that you get with this kit, kind of a mess here today, is these little pieces of cutouts. They're already pre-cut out for those shapes, you know, that bell tree and the star. There's 3 pieces that come with that. This comes in the kit. So you will have a 3D project. I know, right? The elf made me do it. I don't even do Santa, and I think that one's pretty cute. I like to be snarky, so it's pretty much my snarkiness. You will also get everything you need. Remember, I said everything you need is in this kit. We have a lot of kits. If you saw my other post, go in and vote for which one is your best one. I would love to know. I've posted all the Christmas ones. It's not even all of our kits. But anyway, you get 3 of these little trays as well as a mini squeegee that to use and I'll show you how to use that in just a moment. And you will get 3 singles paste packets with your kit. I have different colors than what is included. Actually, you will get a Shimmer Harvest as well as, and I'm using jars today because I have them. And then there's Cherry, and here's the Shimmer Harvest, and then Forest. So they're beautiful Christmas colors. And you will get more than just this use out of it. You'll be able to do all 3 of these surfaces and probably all 4 of the different sides. So you don't need one of the surfaces to go with it if you don't want to. But you guys maybe tell me which one. I was planning on doing the bell. And so I'm going to do the bell first. And then you guys tell me, I can explain. I don't know which saying to put with it. You guys vote. So the options are the elf made me do it, Better Not Pout, and Dear Santa. I don't know what goes with the bell, or I can explain. Which do you guys think I should do with it? So I'm just cutting along these lines here. I'm a very bad straight cutter, especially on a moment's notice. And I think I'm going to do, because this is the first time I'm using it, I'm going to go ahead and fuzz the back of it. And this just keeps it from sticking too hard to my surface. Although when using shapes, I have learned that I don't need to fuzz it quite as much. If you're afraid, I often tell people to go ahead, if you're actually cutting these apart or it's just a one piece, go ahead and mark an X on the back of your backing because you want to save that backing. Like I said, these are reusables. You can see they're sticky backed. See how that has a fabric in it? Isn't that cool? So you can see that fabric. It's sticky backed. It's going to restick. You just wash it off in regular water and let it dry a little bit with the sticky side up and then stick it back on your backing. So if you're going to get confused, put an X on the backing. That's my advice to you because trust me, I've done it before. So it's happened to me. So 3 paste packets, you get the squeegee, you get the 3 little things, you get the little stand, these little things screw out, and then there's 2 of the panels for it. That's the kit that we're doing today. It's called Better Not Pout. And so just put pout down below if you want more information on that, or I can send you the link. I also included the link up above with, and I'm not going to use these little trays. These little trays are great because when you use those singles packets, you want to just put it out in there. So, all right, what shall we do? Okay, get her little bell out. So I wanted to show you, and actually the cool thing is this set actually goes, we had this shape out last year and they looked different. They were different bells and stars and everything. So now I have 2 reusable transfers. I can use them up to, they say up to 12 times a piece, depending on how well you use them. I can promise you I have some transfers I've used at least 50 times. But they need a little babying sometimes. So if you join my VIP group, I do go live like 3 or 4 times a week. And so love to have you there. If you're wanting to see it all, go there and see it all. Okay, anyway, so what I was trying to show you is, so these are the wood shapes that come. And aren't those cute? They already have the wood grain on them, which I think is fabulous. But this is the one from last year. Last year's was just a plain tree, and this year's actually says happiest holidays across the tree. It's more of a vintagey look. So you can see there's a difference. And then last year's, I did my bell wrong. I missed the tail right here with the red. And then the little star was a little bit different too. So this one is just got a pattern on it. So we are going to do the bell for today so that I can show you how this works. All I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the backing underneath this. Set this aside so I don't clear my station. I'm always a messy crafter. Are you guys messy? Oh, the elf saying, the elf. Okay, you guys are winning. You guys are winning. Okay, the first thing you got to do is figure out which side. You can actually take and either paint the background of this. You can use our chalk paints to paint it, or you can use a sandpaper or a sanding block and just block, I like to do that a lot. It's just go around the edges and kind of make it look old. But I'm just going to leave it as is because I'm showing you I'm showing you the kit today. All right. I'm going to stick this. I'm sticking on the back so that my transfer only is sticking to the backing around it. And then the nice thing is we can see through these transfers and you can place this in the center. This, I promise, the setting it on in the center is the most difficult part of this whole process. And I struggle with this, especially online. Do you guys ever do that? Yes, I am like the messiest crafter. I was thinking as I was getting ready, like if you are full of glittered paste already before 8 a.m., you are a true crafter. I love to craft, but I'm a messy crafter, number one. And I like to do, like I found Chalk Couture because I was looking for ways for my chalk projects to look better and be easier. I was trying to use stencils and like color them in. Like I would outline them with the Sharpie marker and then try to color in the letters. And then you have to try to draw the bridge, I think is what they call it. I don't even know there's a name for it, but it's so fussy. I'm not a fussy crafter. I like to just like do a project, get it done, get it out. There's so many options for Chalk Couture. Oh, and what I didn't tell you, today we're using chalking. My next on Thursday when I come back in the afternoon, I would love to hear, are you interested in hearing more about the other 3 mediums we use with our transfers? Our first one is chalk, which we're using today, but also we use ink. on t-shirts or towels or hot pads or any of those things. Or we also have an etching cream. So on glasswork, you can make an etching cream and wash it off, and you've got the glass etched. It's permanent. So tell me, would you prefer to see me do etching, or would you prefer the ink? I would love to know what your thoughts are on that. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my chalk paste from these, I guess I was thinking shimmer harvest in for the bow. So I'm going to start out with the bow, and I'm just going to use my mini squeegee to pick up the paste on the beveled side. These are reusable too, so don't throw these away. I think the first time I sent one to my mom, she she's a crafter, but sometimes it's like, I don't know where it is. I don't know how to do this. And I was like, watch my video. So anyway, it's just kind of funny talking her through it. So I had to send her a new squeegee because she threw it away right off the bat. I think she thought it was a piece of garbage in there. But keep those squeegees. You use them over and over and over, and you can never have too many squeegees, that's for sure. So I'm just kind of going out from this. I'm putting the paste on, just scraping it on. It doesn't matter if you have too much on there. You want your paste to be the consistency of yogurt. And so if it sits out in your tray, it's going to dry out. Or like me, sometimes I have so many pastes on hand in the jars, sometimes my jars. But it is water-based, so if it dries up, you can just go ahead and add a little bit of water. I'm not going to be perfect on this because I'm trying to hurry for you a little bit. Okay, so we got that. And I'm going to do what we call paste and peel for a technique because I don't want this to dry too much in there. I'm going to go ahead and peel this back and make sure my fingers aren't wet or aren't full of things. Hubby and I are, perfectionist. Oh, okay. Etching. I'm seeing etching. Keep voting. And it looks like we're doing the elf is the other vote. Thank you so much for voting. So I'm just going to peel this back, but can you see my finger? You can see that. I'm just going to keep my finger on the bottom part because I want it to stay right in place. I don't want it to move whatsoever. Isn't that pretty? Look at how detailed that is. Let me see. I've got it your way, but not my way. I can't. So I want to get it all the way off on both sides just to make sure. And I'm not going to quite stick it back yet. I'm going to actually dry this up a little bit. You could use a hairdryer for this or whatever. So we have some great deals this month. This is the best month to buy transfers because it is Transfer Palooza. I'm sure y'all have heard of that before. But what that means is if you buy 3 transfers, you get 1 free. All you have to do is put 4 in your cart, and the 4th one will be marked off free. So I'm just giving this a little dry up so it doesn't peel off when I stick it back on. All right. And then if you noticed when I first started, I didn't really say this, but I made sure to put it down and get all the bubbles out. You want to seal all the little teal edges because you don't want it to leak underneath. All right. So the next color I did that wrong, you guys. It is shimmery. I was going to do the bell in gold and bow in red. Good thing this is water-based, so I could wash it off if I wanted, but we're just going to stick with it. We're doing a red bell today. Oh, you guys. All right, so you could just go and wash this and reuse this. It's no big deal if you're near, but I'm out in the camper and we have no water out here. So I always I just make a pan of all the squeegees and I wash them up later. So here we go with our red bell. Yes, I love that shimmery. It's so good. I don't know why I even didn't. I said it like twice that I was going to do gold for the bell and then didn't do it. So red does have a little bit more pigments in it. So you're going to find that if you do make a little boo-boo, most boo-boos you can wash off with a little bit of water. But with the red and black and orange is another one that has a lot of pigment in it. You're going to find that you can probably get a lot of it off, but it's still going to leave like a residue because red does have a lot of pigment. So it's just the way it is. It's all right. All right. So we're just going on the rest of this for my red bell and not my shimmery gold bell. All right. So when you do this, make sure you're doing it the other way around if you want a true to color bell. Yes, it is so shimmery. And I tell you what, this is the only way I do. You've seen how messy I am so far. Like this is the only way I do glitter because I cannot. I cannot. I'm a perfectionist as well. I like things to look really perfect, and that can be, an inhibitor when you are a crafter because it does crafting isn't always clean and neat. But look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So you can make these all and use them, like put a little hole in them and go ahead and use them for Christmas ornaments. Wouldn't that be cute? So cute. Or you could use them on your tiered trays for decorations. Or what we're going to do is we're going to attach it to this piece over here and put it on there. I cannot. I want to make sure I don't have any. I'm leaving that sit so we don't get. And you can see I made a little tiny like dribble down at the bottom. Can you see that right there? Little bitty dribble. And it is really shimmery, that gold. The red doesn't have any shimmer. So you could take like a little, I get myself in trouble this way, but I know that I can take a little bit of it off with just a little wet wipe. Yes, this would be great for teachers' gifts. So you can see I got it pretty much off. It's not absolutely perfect, that little smudge. And if I wanted to, I could go with a little piece of sandpaper and do that too. But nobody will notice it. Just you guys and not me. So, all right. So the first thing, I want to get my glue gun ready because I'm going to put this on here. But I also want to get that, got to turn that thing on because it is hot, hot, hot. I'm looking for I was cleaning up this morning. I keep a tray. Almost did it. Almost smeared it. I got to keep a tray underneath this. Hot glue gun. It's crazy hot. All right. Got that going. So this comes apart really easy. Also, the other thing I didn't tell you about, I started talking about deals. I get distracted by crafting. The other deals are that every month we have a paste of the month that you can get when you purchase $75. So there's just this little screw in there, and I'm going to put it back together and take this one out. Then there's just a leather thing. You could also use ribbon to put this back on and not use these little leather, faux leather pieces. Oh my goodness. I tried to get these. I finally got them apart. The first time I got this, I tried to get it apart and couldn't budget. So I just took it in to my husband and was like, could you get this apart, and started screwing on it and got it right off. So that's kind of funny. But I'm going to use this to mark where my holes are for myself because I'm going to put holes into this. And like I'll take that off eventually when I want to use this. I will just sand it off because they're wood. It's kind of cool to sand. Anyway, okay, so I put little marks on there to put the holes in there. And we've got a little hole puncher that goes right through wood. See how thick this is? This is not like super thin. And the key to the hole puncher is putting it what seems like wrong side up, teal down. And I'm just going to punch a hole so that'll go in there. And see, that goes right through. Is that cool? It's like so much fun to punch through wood. And I have carpal tunnel, so you know that this is easy peasy. And that would be the same thing you would want to use to make an ornament. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is not ready to go yet. All right. I want to get better. The elf made me do it, right? How are we going to do that? Maybe at the top. And you could stick a piece of ribbon on that. I mean, to decorate it up. Okay, so Napa, I was telling you about the color of the month. Napa is the color. This is probably the most beautiful one we've had. We were using the cherry for this one. So you can see it's a little more burgundy. Beautiful color for Christmas. Beautiful. Okay, I think I'm going to use the cherry for the letters. I need to cut this. Wish me luck. And then I just take this inside and wash it with my my little squeegees. They wash off really quick with just plain water. No soaps, no nothing, which I like. I'm allergic to a lot of soaps, so to use this. Also, they have no odors, which is great. It's non-toxic. Your kids can use it. If they wanted to, they could lick their fingers. I don't know why they'd want to, but you know, You just never know. Kids are kids. Actually, we fostered for 3 years, and we would always make our ink is also non-toxic, which is hard to find non-toxic ink and permanent on t-shirts. So I always made t-shirts with all of my foster kids, so that one of their items of clothing was from me, and that we did together. So they had a fond memory. So that it's a fun activity to do with kids. They totally can do this. And it looks nice. It's not like, like finger painting that you give to the teacher for the gift. It's like, it actually looks really cute. So I'm just gonna kind of eyeball this, put this on here. We're just gonna put it directly onto this. I do, I think there's plenty of room actually. And I'm just gonna, I think it'll go. I'm going to move it up a little bit. Move it up a little bit more. So just watching the time. Tell me, I've got time. We've been doing good. Like I said, I'm trying to do this really fast, but sometimes the crafts take a little bit more time. And I appreciate you hanging in with me. Just because they're really super sticky, and if they stick too hard to your surface, it can either pull your surface off or your underpaint off, or it might leave a little bit of the transfer behind, and we just don't want to wreck the transfer, because if you lose some of that teal part of it, that's why we want to fuzz it. Okay, so, and we do have a craft club too. That's the other thing I wanted to talk about. Is I know I'm giving lots of information, so please let me know if you need more clarification. But if you are a club member, I do have a monthly craft club, and I would love to have you in it. You get a craft project. You get one of these shapes every single month that matches your an exclusive transfer. You can't buy the transfers at all. Plus, you get 3 of those paste packets, and you get a mini squeegee the first time you start. And this month, when you also get other discounts and things along the way, as well as free shipping, it only costs $21.99 a month. And that includes the shipping, which is amazing. If you've done shipping, if you've paid shipping anywhere, shipping is expensive, right? So that is the club. So just put club down below if you want more information on the club. It's so much fun. And this month you get a free, as a club member, the Transfer Palooza is you get a free reusable chalkboard, one of our great chalkboards that you can erase. You can just wash it down and get the chalk off, and a free board eraser. This is what the board eraser looks like. It's kind of like a magic eraser, but it's better. It's so much better on our transfers. Okay, so that's it. I just put these back on here, and then I take them in, wash them off, let them dry upside down, and there you go. And let me show you this. But first I must get the red off. All right, so there's the Elf Made Me Do It. Isn't that cute? And then all I'm going to do is put a little dab of glue on the back. With hot glue, you could use any kind of glue, any kind of craft glue, whatever you have on hand. And put that on. We're just going to center it on there. Try to center it on there. I think it looks nice. I maybe would have done gold, or you could also do the green on there, whatever you want. But there it is. Isn't that the cutest? Oh my goodness. Love, love, love. And this would be so cute. So we're going to bring that little stand back. This would be absolutely so cute. I'm trying to decide which side is with, and we don't want to, have it fall apart or smear it, because it's still a little wet. So cute on anywhere. I think this would be really cute for a teacher's gift, wouldn't it? Like, what teacher wouldn't want to say the elf, put that on their desk, because kids have the darndest excuses, right? When they get called up to the teacher's desk. I think it's cute. Okay, so I think that's it. Oh, the other thing is I actually have quite a few people who become designers just because they want the discount. The discount for us as designers is 40%, or you can make it as big or, as you want it. If you wanted to, I do craft fairs of my finished goods, because I make a lot of craft things. I love it. It's my therapy. It's what I do to get away. Having kids these days, and homeschooling, this is my little place to do something. Hey, Crystal, good to see you. Thank you for joining in. Oh, it takes just a few minutes. Yes, it's super fast. I usually do a little drying on it with our dryer, and that's it. You can also use a hair dryer. It's fine. Or just leave it sit. I have no patience for leaving it sit, so I try to discipline myself to use the dryer on it. But okay, we're going to get it on. I promise. Going to get it on. And I will take a picture and post it in the comments for you to see how it looks later on, because, you know, the after is always very good. If you have never ever tried Chalk Couture and would like to give it a try, or would like more information about anything, let me know. Just go ahead and message me that you'd like to try, and I will get you hooked up with a little kit to try it, because I want everybody to at least give it a try. Get out all the, crafting is so much fun. It's relaxing. It's a stress relief. It can be not relaxing for the perfectionist, but sometimes it is. Like, it's a little freeing. Isn't that the cutest? Ooh, do you see all that smoke? I think it's so cute, don't you? I did want to show you one more thing. Let me get my paste shut before I make a red mess here. I did want to show you one more thing, because I think the pictures cannot do it justice. The kit, one of the kits is a nativity scene, and I just got mine. It is so gorgeous, and so much bigger. So this comes with everything you need, the transfers and everything, but this is the stable. And look at these wood. I can't even lift it. It's so heavy. These wood shapes for all of the nativity scene. They are about, I don't know, an inch and a quarter thick. They are the wood. They same thing. What an heirloom you could make by doing this kit. And it's a DIY kit. You don't have to feel intimidated if you are a newbie about making this. If you've always wanted to have a beautiful one, it comes with a whole, it comes with your, it comes with a whole jar of gold paste, gold shimmer. Isn't that beautiful? That's what it comes with. So I think it's really gorgeous. So anyway, it comes with all, 2 great big transfers. Look how big these are. Aren't they awesome? So, all right. I think I've pretty much covered everything. Make sure you do all the voting. Please message me if you, like I said, I'm Dory. Yes, I know, Amy. It is so amazing. And it would, if you purchase the that, it will get you that you can purchase that color of the month, that Napa. It will qualify you for that. So I think I covered everything. Make sure you let me know what you want me to vote for. I thank you so much for, popping in here. I tried to keep it as short as possible. I'll put this out here. Wouldn't this look cute? You could put a little bitty, little something on it to decorate it up and kind of dress it up. I can't believe I switched those colors. Speaking of perfectionists, that will just bug me forever, that I did that wrong. But I could just, this is totally, I could take it off and switch it if I wanted, but we're going to just stick with it. Stick with the red. I don't know. But isn't that the cutest? I think it's so cute. And you could just put some ribbon up here or a little bow or something. So it's such a cute little decor item, or put it on your mantle, put it in your kitchen. It's just a nice little cute thing. Bathroom. I'm like new into putting pictures in my bathroom. I'll just stick up, just one little thing on the shelf, makes it dressed up so nice. Yes, Connie, it is amazing. I just wanted to show that really quick because, like I said, it is way better than what the pictures make it look. So I'll be starting to work on that soon. I just haven't taken the time. I just haven't had time yet. So, but I will be back on Thursday. I will in the afternoon. I can't remember the time. I think it's 3:00 Central Time, which is 1:00 my time. I'm in Pacific time. I thank you all for popping in. Just think of all the possibilities of this, because there's lots more. This was just one. There's 4 surfaces because you have 2 sides of 2 different surfaces. So this particular kit is a great buy. I think it's awesome, and it is marked down as a kit. So and it will get you started if you've never started before. But all right, well, thank you so much. Have a great and blessed day, and be sure you keep on crafting.